we are not done with the absorption of substances by plant. So this is going to be the continuation of previous lecture. And again, I am Shumil Lashkar here, Faculty of Biology, HURDCO International School. Let's begin. Translocation. Translocation is the transport of manufactured food substance, for example, sucrose and amino acid in plants. Okay, and this manufactured food will be transported from leaf to all other parts of plant. And to prove that the translocation can only occur through phloem, we have two techniques. One is by using aphids and another one is by using isotopes. Diffusion and active transport in the absorption of dissolved mineral salts. So the mineral salts can be dissolved by two processes. One is simple diffusion and another one is active transport. So let's look into simple diffusion. When the concentration of particular mineral salts is higher in soil compared to in root hair cells, that means the movements of ion will occur from higher concentration in soil to lower concentration in plant cell, that means in root hair cell, and this process is simple diffusion. So plant will absorb mineral salt by simple diffusion when the concentration of that mineral is higher in soil and lower inside root hair cell. And second one is active transport. Suppose the concentration of particular mineral, for example magnesium or nitrates, is lower in soil and higher inside root hair cell. So root need to absorb the mineral salts from soil, but this time the concentration in soil of that mineral salts is lower, and this time the movement of that minerals from soil to root is active transport, because from the definition of active transport we know that the movements of ions or molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration is active transport, and this time the root hair cell need to use some energy, and as they are living cell they do respire and they can use the energy to absorb the mineral ions. Note, and this is very important, though root hair cell can absorb mineral salts by simple diffusion, recent studies suggest that mineral salts mainly absorbed by root hair cells by active transport. So root hair cell most of the time, mainly almost every time, will absorb the mineral salt from soil by active transport. So if you find any question regarding the absorption of mineral ions by root hair cell, the correct option will be active transport. The following list summarizes how the root hair cell adapted to absorb water from the soil. The root hair is an elongated part of root hair cell. So this elongated part increases the surface area. More surface area means more absorption. So by having elongated root hair cell, root can absorb more water. And this root hair cell has thin wall. Okay, if they have thick wall, the water need to pass through the thick wall and it will take more time. Okay, by having thin wall, water can easily pass through the cell wall and it can pass through very quickly. Now the root hair cell have large vacuole, so it will also speed up the absorption, and this vacuole have concentrated cell sap because they have sugars, salts and amino acid in cell sap, and more concentrated cell sap means lower water potential. So root hair cell can easily absorb water from soil because in soil water potential is higher. And the last one is root hair cells are living cells, so they do respire and they can use energy for active transport. So that's all for today. Thank you.